You need to vote for this. On March 7th, 1965, just 60 years from today, John Lewis, accompanied by hundreds of people, marched across the bridge into Selma. They were met by local and state law enforcement and brutally beaten. John Lewis's skull was cracked. That's actually why he had a little bit of a droop to his face. He suffered that day. Those were the times when people protested, literally ready to give their lives for the cause. What happened in Selma sparked outrage around the country. It was a show that civil rights needed to be enshrined. They had already passed the Civil Rights Act of 1964, but they needed the Voting Rights Act to really give a voice to the people. So on March 25, Martin Luther King led a group of hundreds from Selma, Alabama, to Montgomery. That march, it was a march, was 5 days long, over 54 miles. During that time, they understood that it was important not only to pay attention, but to act. Now, these days, yes, marches happen. And as we saw during the 2020 marches, people can still be brutally hurt by law enforcement during those marches. And those times are still upon us. But right now, we have the opportunity with mobilizing, using technology and things like that to not only demonstrate in person, risking our lives, but we can also make a difference right there at home. There are a number of congressional seats that are open or opening. These seats can flip the House. Florida, I've already talked to you in a separate video about your District 1 and your District 6. New York, the time for you to vote has not been determined yet that I can see, but your District 21 is up for grabs. Now, the person who is running is, I'm probably going to butcher his name, but Blake Gundabian is running for that seat in the 21st District in New York. Now, he is going up against 8 different Republicans. This might actually give him a little bit of an edge because the Republicans are splitting the vote. But he is the only Democrat in that space. So that is a seat that is winnable for him. But you still need to support, and you still need to make sure that if you are in the 21st District, you need to vote. Texas, District 18. Unfortunately, Sylvester Turner has just passed away. He was a Democrat. The voting for that one and the candidates involved have not been chosen, but pay attention to this space because Texas, we're going to need you or we're going to end up losing that seat. Okay? So those are things that you can do. Now, Wisconsin, come on to the front. Wisconsin, you are going to be voting April 1st for a Supreme Court justice. Her name is Susan Crawford. She is a circuit court judge right now in Dane County. She is going up against a Brad Shamil, who is backed by Elon Musk. Now, if the Republicans and Elon Musk really want that seat, that's a seat they should not have. So we need to make sure that we are supporting her. I will put her email up, which her email is Crawford4, FORWI.com, right? Crawford4WI.com. Go there, donate if you're not in the state. If you are in the state of Wisconsin, you need to vote for this. I believe everybody can vote for this because this is the Supreme Court of the state. In 2023, after like a decade or more, that Supreme Court majority was flipped to liberal majority. That has helped a lot when it comes to redistricting, when it comes to choice in that state, when it comes to DV and SA rulings, LGBT. We need to make sure that that seat stays blue. If that seat does not stay blue, then a lot of your voting rights when it comes to the 2026 election, which is what they're going to start attacking, will be at stake. Please make sure that you are voting for Susan Crawford for Supreme Court. She needs all the help that she can get because her opponent is backed by Elon Musk. Okay? So they really want that seat. So you guys have your marching orders. Now, this isn't Selma. What they did back then was something that I hope we never have to repeat. Going into a literal, uncertain situation of whether or not you are going to live through the day. Because it's the right thing to do. Because you are thinking about the future of your people. Right now, all I'm asking you to do is vote.